Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 10th episode of Princess Principal. And last episode, we actually had quite a bit of Chise focus. You know, just kind of showing a bit of an adjustment period to this whole Western culture way of doing things and difference of values and stuff like that. And, you know, she's doing the best she can. And most people, you know, are pretty good about just kind of helping her, being friends with her, but not everyone, because we did a bit of an antagonist there, being very rude to Chise, very disrespectful to the Japanese culture, but we taught him a lesson, so it's all good. And we also learned a little bit about that Lily girl and confirmed that she's kind of working with the Duke of Normandy and, you know, kind of spying on the princess who's spying. It's, you know, we had all that whole thing as well. That was kind of a bit of a background conflict. And then ended the episode with the girls just kind of showing Chise just how much Japanese culture they've kind of adapted to themselves, you know. But anyway, this episode we're moving much further ahead chronologically. Like, if I want to say case 22 is what we're up to now, when the last episode was like case 11, so big jump forward. And from here it should just all be going forward regular chronologically. So, you know, it shouldn't be any real confusion anymore. So it'll be interesting to see what we do now that we are so far back ahead. So let's find out. 3, 2, 1, play. Anja, okay. Impressive as always. The farm. I've watched Yakusoku no Neverland, so hearing that term makes me nervous. Yes, harsh environments. So this guess is where Anja got her skills. Hopefully we don't blow ourselves up here. Wait, was that Dorothy? Yeah, get on my level, girls. Well, you don't have to, but it looks good if you are, you know. You two. Okay, of course those two. Of course it would be them. Alright, we got our mission. We'll see those two interact. Because, you know, they have some history as well. Not the same level as with the princess and Anja, but there's something there. Man, it's hard to believe we're already at episode 10. Where did all the episodes go? A girl that sees through lies, you know? Which I guess included Lily, you know? Better not let go. Never let go of that hand. And she never would, you know? Comfort comrade. So that's what they call them these days. I was about to say, is that Christmas? And that's all you really need. If you say so. That was the point of the flashbacks. That's a pretty cool looking location. In the snow, kind of helps. Got a memoir doll there. I see we found Santa Claus as well. What are you implying there? Right. Wow, that's some high praise. Getting cold just kind of watching this. Hopefully this goes smoothly, because I'm a little bit nervous. Yeah, we could just do that. God, I forgot we have borderline magical powers. With that orb thingy. Beatrice with a very ninja spy-like run-in. So far it's going smoothly. We haven't been spotted. Oh no, hands. Okay, it stopped going smoothly. Please don't murder Beatrice. Yeah, she's kind of a newbie. But you're not our enemy, right? I mean, I haven't seen you yet, but... yeah, of course that's her. I can. Who better? The best class reunion. They're clearly best friends. Are you not paying attention? Kind of winging it. Stop bullying Beatrice. Even if she has that terrible run, it's a thought that counts. She wants to help. Distraction successful. The power of friendship been training there. Under the gamekeeper's cabin. Of course there is. Oh, that is definitely a problem. Yeah, maybe Beatrice should stay behind. Wait, can she like a dog whistle with her nut throat? That'd be cool. Is she really gonna do it? I was half joking. She is seriously doing the dog whistle. Wow, that's great. I can't believe I actually guessed that. I'm very proud of myself, by the way. Anyway, the dogs are dealt with, so let's get in there. You wouldn't be the only one. I think Princess has some stories she could tell you. Huh, oh wow. That's a nice little setup. Yeah, did you not know that? Yeah, it does seem a little bit different. As long as it scares off tigers successfully, it's fine. Hopefully, hopefully there wasn't a time limit on that answer. I guess it's time to celebrate. So, of course she was. Are they calling her Incho like class rep? It's a nice animation on Dorothy there. Okay. Is Incho being translated as perfect? Like, I'm not gonna complain about it, but... yeah, get it right. I would never. That's not true. There's one person she cares about quite a bit. I'll have you know. They get along in their own way, Beatrice, okay? Enjoy yourself in there, I suppose. As long as you're not thinking of, betraying us or anything. Which I'm, a little bit nervous about. You don't seem that good. Like, you almost seem unwell. Do you... do you take something? Because that was a bit concerning. Like, I'm not sure what to make of that. There's certainly a possibility, yeah. Which is certainly a concern I have. Yes, you are the amateur after all. Like, you're no Anja, you couldn't pull that off. I'm surprised you're still conscious. I'm sure there were a lot of exams. Oh, that must have been something. Uh... Wouldn't be easy. We just gotta think outside the box. That too. Unfair. Yeah, what you got to lose? Of course she did. She was a serious type. As expected of Anja. Yeah. It was a little bit weird. It's still snowing. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, I assume you're talking about Anja. But they're being kind of vague about it, so I don't know. Well, I'm sure if she had evidence, it would be well hidden. That doesn't prove anything, Beatrice. That's a little bit mean. Also not what I thought she meant when she said she was wrong. Footprints, evidence of intruders. Yeah, she would know. And they probably know that she knows. Just a weird translation, like... Yeah, I figured you wouldn't make a mistake like that. Okay. I think we were just happily drinking with each other not too long ago. Yeah, Seaball should not be relied on too much. It's not a great run either. Well, Anja's way ahead of you. Yeah, she found you. Yeah, I doubt it. You're not her friend after all. It's a possibility. I knew the case was gonna do something. The way they focus on it, she set it down. I knew it was gonna do something. Didn't think it was gonna be that. Uh. That's not often you hear someone say in the snow. You might say that. Yeah, that was probably not the best way to handle that. What were you thinking, Anja? You know, now that I think about it, it just clicked in my head. It's her saying that she's not her friend, that would mean she actually is her friend, because she always lies. That just kind of... It just clicked with me. So... And if she is her friend, that might change how she wants to handle it. You know, just wondering. If you don't, no big deal. Just keep the money myself. And possibly put 17 locks on the door, if it's not too much trouble. So, will we be able to catch up to her? Well... Probably ask if that's Anja before you open the door. Because it's... Yeah, Oh, well, it's not Anja, but... Seaball came in handy. Anja's pretty amazing. And she's right there. Now she's a bit more surrounded. Beatrice, can she even see over the wheel? Can she even reach the pedals? Well, good job. It said prefect there. Oh. It was Dorothy. Maybe. Okay. Why? If only. I could have sworn it said perfect before, but now it says prefix, so now I'm just confused. Maybe I misread it the first time. I don't know. Doesn't matter that much. Stupid translation regardless. Yeah, I don't really feel like this is gonna have too happy of an ending. What are you reaching for? No, don't do it. Stop. It does solve the mission, but not really something anyone can be happy about. That's all. Welcome to the spy life. Hello? Yeah, what happened to L? Yeah, well... Oh. What are we talking here? You gotta be kidding me. There's no way you could expect Anje to do that. I mean, they don't know everything, I don't think, but... Just no, that's not gonna happen. But why? She was our ally, she's helping us. That's why we shouldn't replace L with this whatever general guy. L would never have said such things. Ugh. This was certainly an episode. And cast credits show up. Okay. That was the 10th episode of Princess Principal. And this episode, we did get to see some flashbacks of kind of the whole training facility days of Anja, Dorothy, and the other girl whose name I don't quite remember. Because they only just, gave her a nickname, which I apparently had misread the first couple times. I don't know, it's still a stupid nickname regardless. But Anja was pretty impressive back there at the farm. Did very well. And, Dorothy was there as well. Wasn't sure the girl was Dorothy at first, but, they kind of confirmed that later on that, yeah, she was there. And yeah, that was the girl that finished first during the, whatever they were messing with there, with the little warhead thing, bomb, I don't know what it was. Some weapon thing. And, but yeah, those two were pretty good, And that's kind of why Anja and Dorothy were chosen for this mission, because that girl, the very, very impressive girl there, was the target of the mission, You had to kind of meet up with her and see if she was legit, Whether or not she could be trusted, which is kind of what a decent amount of these missions really come down to. Somebody says they're on our side, so we talk to them and figure out if they're legit, if we can trust them, If so, we'll help them or work with them or whatever. So that's kind of what we had to do here. And we saw her, first time we really saw her at, current year was her working the typewriter, As you do. Miss Eleanor is what he called her. Is that her name? Nobody really called her that in the episode aside from that, so I guess that was her name. Is she on the list here of characters that I got? No. Doesn't look like it. But that's when she first mentioned the woman she always wished she could be. Yeah, reminds her of her. And, it wasn't the first time it was the first time she said it, but she said it more times going forward. And, yeah, I think they were trying to make the audience believe that she's referring to Anja there, which would make the most sense. But she was just vague enough about it that I doubted that. Didn't know who it actually was, though, but I guess by process of elimination, if it's not Anja, the only other relevant character would be Dorothy, so I guess that makes sense, but still surprised me regardless. And we brought Beatrice along, which our Eleanor girl just was very critical of her. It's like, this girl, I could hear her coming a mile away. Why did you even bring this girl? Why? I could have just killed her 10 times over. The very weird class reunion that we had there. But we just did a lot of sneaky together. Which, then we had the dog scene, which I somehow successfully guessed that Beatrice would go full dog whistle on it to be able to get past it. So that was great. Then we had drinks. Well, first you had a scene of Chisa and the princess together discussing, Japanese stuff. She asks, what is that Chisa's used for? And Chisa's like, give me a minute now. I'll think of it. Yeah, this is the first time they mentioned the nickname. When, Beatrice says they have prefects that spy. For some reason, I read that as perfect at least the first couple times. Because I use that word a lot more than this word, and it's almost exactly the same word, just slightly adjusted. But, yeah. She does look like an insho, So I do get it. And yeah, so I guess that thing... I wasn't sure if that drug or whatever she pulled out of the purse would be relevant to the episode, but it wasn't really. I mean, not in any kind of big way. I guess it's just to help her get through the day, But we did have a little bit of fun, drinking and stuff, but of course, fun is never meant to last in this show. That's a truth that's kind of slowly dawning on me the more I watch it. Reminiscing about the past. We searched her place. She knew we searched her place because she's she's skilled in this sort of world, and we kind of wanted her to know that we searched the place. So, and she fell for that bait pretty easily, you know. Pretty much made a move right afterwards, which we saw her do. Unfortunately, Anja did kind of jump the gun a bit and kind of mess up the plan we were trying to do there. Because, you know, she does care about her. She said she wasn't her friend, but she's a liar, so that means she is her friend. And, yeah, she almost got pretty hurt there as a result of it, because she has this super cool suitcase that can just kind of shoot. And yeah, you could tell the way it was zoomed in as she set it down, the kind of like clicky-clacking, that was about to do something. And that's what it was. And yeah, then the line about when Dorothy questioned her, she said, I wanted to ensure the mission's success. You know, another kind of lie there. She just, you know, she's not prioritizing the mission completely. That girl is her friend. She hopes to get some kind of... She wants to get at least... Because you could solve this mission technically with just, like she said, shooting in the back of the head, but when she cares about her, that kind of complicates things. You want to try to resolve it a bit better than that, and that's kind of what Anja was going for there, but it was never going to happen, I don't think, unfortunately. I did kind of like her strategy, getting on the train, just like hands him a wad of cash. She's like, you got somewhere in there for me, right? But yes, come right this way, ma'am. So that worked pretty well for her. However, you know, when she walked in that room, she was never going to walk out. I like how apparently we just jumped from the car over there with the magic of the sea ball, which, you know, that worked partly so well because she didn't even know they had that. But yeah, as soon as she unlocked the door and was like, what took you so long? I've watched enough anime to know that meant that the person at the door was not who she was expecting. I thought it would be Anja, but surprisingly, it was Dorothy, which is a little bit less surprising once you know that was a person that she admired. Makes a bit more sense that it would be her after that revelation, which of course happened after the scene. But Anja was nearby, and Beatrice just, you know, driving the car for a little bit until she crashed and died. Well, she didn't die, but she crashed. Then we had the one-on-one scene between the two of them, when we got the reveal that it was Dorothy that she looked up to, wanted to be like, but never could. Then just kind of open up to her there a little bit. Some more fun flashbacks of the two of them. But, you know, like I said, the fooling around, the laughter, it can never last in this show. That's the sad reality of it. But even up to the end, Dorothy was trying to convince her, you know, come to London, you know, you could be one of us, it'll be great. Like, don't give up on becoming one of us and having a happy ending here, but no, you could very clearly tell by the scene, the tone of it, that this was not going to be a happy ending. I didn't think she would straight up pull a gun out of her pocket and shoot herself right in front of Dorothy. I didn't quite expect that, but you know, it was at the end of the day, it was a favor to her because nobody wants to have to, you know, shoot their friend like that. But even if you take it that way, it still isn't easy to watch that either. So it really was no good option here. That's the most tragic thing about it. Just, I saw her have the gun up to her head. I knew it was going to happen. But still, once she actually pulls that trigger, you can't really help but be a little bit shocked by it. Just, it was rough. It was hard to watch, for sure. Just going from that tear-filled face with a smile to blood splattering and falling over. It was brutal. You know, that was one of the better outcomes, you know? That's just horrible. And yeah, then we had a little bit here when Anja jumped the gun. She said, you were trying to make sure I didn't have to shoot the prefect, weren't you? Which, you know, that was probably part of that was probably part of it as well. But again, at the time, didn't know the connection, so you couldn't make the connection at that point. And again, she says I was increasing the odds of the mission success, which is a lie. Another lie. How many lies were told this episode? I think it was a lot. And I do like how Dorothy, you know, pointed that out, like I'm just surrounded by liars, and then Anja's response about how we're all spies. Yeah, you really should expect nothing else. This is the life we chose. And then we had a new person at control who does not seem particularly trustworthy. You know, my humble opinion. And as soon as he mentioned, like, really jumping the gun to jump into the next mission, I had a bad feeling. I was like, this is not going to be a good mission, is it? This is not going to be a fun one. I mean, it usually isn't. The last one, you could hardly call it fun. I mean, it technically had its fun bit, you know, drinking alcohol and stuff, reminiscing, but it was overall not a fun mission. And then he whips out the picture of Princess. He whips out the picture of Princess, and both of them... Actually, I do want to look at their reactions again. Like, I think they both had at least a bit of a noticeable reaction. Dorothy definitely did, but... Yeah, Anja did as well. Like, it would be impossible to fully hide their reaction there because they both care about the princess. Anja especially. Especially Anja. So, yeah, I knew it wouldn't be a good mission, but he straight up said to assassinate the princess. Why? The princess has literally done nothing wrong. She's had a rough life. Just leave the princess alone. And Anja, there's no way she could do it. Like, there's no way. If the show seriously did that, if the show seriously pushed Anja into doing that and we actually had to watch that happen, that might just break me. I don't think I could watch that. That would just... I don't think I could handle that. I don't know. It's hard to say until you actually get to a scene how you'll feel about it, but I don't think I could handle that well. Just thinking about it has me borderline tearing up. But anyway, good episode, tragic episode, you know, it's what it is. So hopefully we could avoid doing this mission somehow. But that's the thing, I don't know how we would even avoid that. Like, we were given a mission, we can't just say no thank you. Like, this is a big problem, I don't know how we deal with it. I'm very worried, that's all I can really say, I'm very worried. Hopefully we manage something though, anything. Just please don't kill Princess, okay? Just don't. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.